Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Murray now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Starter introduction time now. Brandon Sheriff, Charles, really solid.
Tremendous player. A left tackle in college, has the versatility to play either tackle or guard in the NFL. No matter where you plug him, you're assured of an excellent performance.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
25, check 25.
They'll try the left side. McClellan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. On 1st down, McClellan. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. On third and long, it's Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Keep playing hard.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Mike, 53.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Got an open man, it's Scott. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Alert 3.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll run on first down. McClellan, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Murray, and his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo, and his throw is incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We got 3, we got 3.
Garoppolo again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Murray. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
On play action, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Murray now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I'm coming. Quick the edge.
Smith trying to run for it. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Right there, 56. That's right, baby.
To throw, it's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Here's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. On the draw, this is Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead is now 10-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On 2nd down, McClellan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic. Check.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
40. Here we go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Bullock's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Throwing is Murray on third down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to go down again.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Get him! Get him!
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set, so everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down at 4. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I got you.
Here we go now with Smith. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing now is Murray. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Murray now to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray now. That's Isabella open on the right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo again. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They go to Johnson again. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're not ready for this, man.
After the penalty, it's Smith.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Pettis once again the target, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium, proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Here we go.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it again with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's back to throw.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. All day, punt.
They begin with a run by Smith. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. 1-yard gain. Brings up
53, Mike.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First throw of overtime for Murray. They'll roll him out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
A first down carry for Smith. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cardinals, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.